Connect this point.
Where did you draw the 2 3/4? I just missed that.
Huh?
Okay.
The 2 3/4.
Yeah.
From A, right? You measure from A?
Yeah, I measure from F.
Oh, from
This
F.
is F.
Measured up.
F is the point. F is your collar point. So you always measure the 3 inches from your collar point.
Oh, okay, wait. Because I got confused. You first measured 3 inches up, and then you measured 2 3/4
From A.
shoulder line.
From A.
Right,
Along that line.
along shoulder.
And you want to make sure it's actually at 90 degrees. This point here should be at 90 degrees, and this point here should be at 90 degrees. So now you can take your French curve or your hip curve to determine the curve here. See,
Which line?
and you smoothing this curve here. So this is going to be my collar at the outside when it's rolling. This is going to be my collar at the outside without the seam allowances. What we are doing, there is no seam allowance presently. So when we're done, we add a seam allowance. Now we have to determine the shape here with a very smooth curve. And as much as we have this here, you connect this and this A to the neckline. A to the neckline, connect A to the neckline. If you want, you can keep it straight. If you want, you can nip it in a little bit at this point.
What do you say about the 90 degrees? Where are we supposed to keep that?
At the center back, this is your center back. This point here should be 90 degrees, and this point here should be 90 degrees at the top and bottom. So this is going to be my collar length. My collar length at the neckline. This is going to be my collar length at the top. So you trace your collar on a separate paper and you fold it. You make it folded so that you have the left and the right. You fold it along this line. You trace the entire collar so that you have the whole collar instead of half collar. This is half collar. If, say, during the fitting, you are fitting the garments, the collar is very tight along. When it's rolling, it's very tight. You can always slash and spread. You can slash from here, like along the shoulder seam. You spread. You can determine exactly how much ease or how much extra the collar needs. So you can slash and spread, say like 1/4, or you can slash at 2 or 3 different positions and spread them like evenly 1/8, 1/8, 1/8 until you have a nicer roll.
Where else would you slash and spread besides the shoulder seam?
The shoulder seam definitely is one area. Then you can slash at the center of the collar or at the center at the front neck or at the back neck. Sometimes some people just extend, they add whatever extra they need at the back, but that's not going to make the collar rolls nicely. Maintain your neckline as it is, and you open up at the top.
Do you just smooth those lines on G to A and A to B?
Because A was 1/4 of an inch away from the neckline, so I connected A into the neckline.
Okay. And you just move it, right?
Yes.
And only open up the top.
Yes.
And
You keep the neckline as it is. When you slash and spread, keep the neckline as it is, and you spread, you open it up at the top.
And you said right now that G to H was your center back? Is that when you mentioned that?
G,
That line.
G, AG is my back neck.
Oh, okay, sorry. I don't know.
GH is my center back.
Collar heading. Center back.
Yes, but it's the same. It's the same center back, but it's the height. Or if you measure it, it's the height, but it's gonna fall along the center back. So let's trace this on a separate pad and paper.